Today's oil session actually started with a mistake on the first trade. I entered a setup without properly checking my risk, and because oil had a lot of volume, my bracketing order actually ended up being way too close and it ended up stopping me out. So the moment I entered the trade, price moved just enough to hit my stop loss almost instantly. The setup itself wasn't bad. The problem was just my positioning size. With so much volatility, I should have just reduced my risk before actually entering. So right after that stop out, I understood exactly what was going on. So I lowered my risk, I adjusted my position sizing, and I re-entered the trade. In that second trade actually turned into probably one of my best trades so far this year. And the best part about it, it actually pushed me out of drawdown so I can finally start focusing on building my buffer. And honestly, this is why I journal every trading session. Tracking mistakes like this when it comes to sizing and risk, you can actually learn from them. So that's the whole idea behind my trading chemist journal. So if you're interested, definitely check the comments below. But let's jump into the chart so we can see exactly what happened and how everything played out. What's good, you guys? Today I may be in a monster of a trade right now. And let me just pull it over here right now because I'm managing it on the lower time frame. Um, so I technically did break some rules with this, but I could give a fuck less right now based off how this is about to pan out. Wow. Potentially I can make 2,500 today if this pans out. Oil is just melting right now. So just so you can see it on the higher time frame, so I can manage it right now. This is what we're looking like, and prices just dropping, dropping. Currently, I'm floating $1,000. Let me see if I can get this. Currently, I'm floating $1,000, and I'm just trailing it right now. I'm really just trailing it. Let me just let me see what this does. If it doesn't keep, if it breaks this little high right here, I'll sell off. Let's say two, or I'll buy back two. But I really want it to keep dropping right now. I really don't want to give take off anything. I just put it to one, just in case. This is crazy though. Currently floating about 1,100 bucks. If it once it breaks this low right here, I'm dropping my. All right, so I broke that structure here so far. I'm trailing it, and This is crazy. We're floating. This is crazy, bro. uh, we're floating 1500. Let's see if it takes my first TP out. We're floating 1500. All right. I'm not giving back any huge rejections past that point. Hopefully it keeps going. Come on, you right there. Go ahead. Come on, keep pushing down. If it takes out this area, this is going to take out four of my micro contracts, and I'll let the rest ride all the way down. Hopefully, it's a clean drop all the way down. This is crazy, though. No matter how this day turns out, this is going to be a beautiful day. Come on. Don't give me no rejection pull. Keep pushing. We got a minute left in the 5 minute candle. Hopefully, it closes more bearish and doesn't sound like how it's rejecting. Come on. Come on. No. All right, I'm out. Bro, what were the taxes on? Oh, no, it was from the earlier loss. That was beautiful. That was fucking beautiful. All right, y'all. Overall, because we had a minor loss for the day, but we end up $885, and we're out of drawdown. We're completely out of drawdown, and we are up $535. Today was a beautiful day, and it's gonna go even lower. I just wasn't giving back any money. Like that was a lot. If I could have cleanly held, if I could have cleanly held, that'd have been a $2,500 day. But I got to get out of that drawdown. This is a beautiful start to the week, boy. And that's crazy. I started off last week losing 500, and this week I end up 500. So uh, I'm loving it. This is a great start to the day. I wish I could have held even longer. I probably should have just took off some a lot and just let it ride. But that's something I got to work on. But yeah, today was pretty clean. So just to break down what happened, let me step back a little bit. Um, but just to break down what happened, what did it tag out at? I'm liking oil now. Oil is showing me some love. Oil is showing them thugs some love. All right, so let's go back to the daily. Real quick. So oil just shot up this weekend, right? It was another gap up. Anytime you see a gap up, you're looking for price to still come and fill that. Oh man, I almost want to get back in it. I almost want to get back in. All right, we up. No, what am I doing? I'm tripping. I'm tripping. All right, let's get back to explaining this. Whew. Oh, I wish I could have held that longer though, but it's okay. I got too excited about seeing how far I was up, but that's something I'm gonna have to work on because I gotta be prepared for days like that. But I needed to get out of that drawdown so we could actually get to building a buffer. But let me focus. All right, cool. So we anytime you see a gap up, typically price is gonna go try to go back and fill that. That's not always the case. Last time it didn't. Um, oil is really just been bullish, right? So you drop down to the 4 hour, you don't see much, right? You pretty much just see a huge ass 4 hour candle and three candles pretty much pulling back and retesting, but where is it retesting to? So it's not giving enough information. So even the 1 hour is kind of vague for the most part. You don't see too much. Dropping down to the 30 you don't even see much really like to go off of. But all right, we're looking at the 15 now. 15 minute, you actually get a little bit more information, right? So there's an impulse, price broke this little structure right here, pulled back, then dropped, right? So this is the lower high and the lower low right here. And we're just typically what I like to do when is box in price and at least box in price and then go down to the next level so I can see exactly where price is at, right? So when you go to the 5 minute, right? So the 5 minute, we have price boxed in. We already know this is the impulse leg. We're just trying to play everything and see where it's going and where is it stopping. All right, so on the 5 minute, you see there's a W forming right here. Price pulled up, tested this level. All I had to do was just look at this shit. All I had to do is not touch it. I really have to. That's a huge issue I got to work on. That's $2,500 that's not in my pocket. Ooh, all right. We're gonna have to work on that. All right, so it retested that same level, broke a structure, right? And broke once it broke that structure, that confirmed the 5 minute setup for me to the downside. And I was waiting for and price retested this area. So I'll be honest in terms of my mistakes here. I didn't measure my risk. I pretty much just went in um, just with a 10 micros or something like that. And yeah, no, that was my risk was way too much. So um, I ended up getting tagged out and or stopped out, and then I turned around and had to get back in under 7 micros, right? Um, but price was just moving. Then this happened like right before market open. This happened at 850. But I wasn't going to not take it. Like, this was a beautiful setup. So I ended up getting in and managed it on for some reason, oil is a little bit easier for me to manage on the 15 second than the 1 minute, right? So on the 1 minute, I probably would be better because I wouldn't touch shit as much, right? Because this is the only pullback that was on the 1 minute. This would have hit my full TP. So I gotta stop touching shit. I have to stop touching it. Um, but what did I want to say? But I pretty much managed everything on the 15 off the 15 second because for some reason I can see the pullbacks much more clear with that new impulse continuation leg there. So yeah.
Oh, this has been a beautiful day. Let me just be grateful for what I have right now. This is lovely. This is lovely. I am out of drawdown today. I'm out of drawdown. Let me see. I need to check my other accounts. I'm up 1,000 on another account, and I'm up 850 on another account. So all my accounts are up right now. Everything is up. I am loving oil right now. It is treating me right. I just need to make sure I'm holding all the way through because it's pain. This was I ended up taking it like at a 1 to 3.6. This was a 1 to 7 risk to, well, really 1 to 8 risk to reward, bro. Like 8 times your money. Come on. All I had to do was just hold. So I'm gonna work on that shit because that just cost me a lot of money. But that's all I got, you guys. Yeah, today was a quick trading day. It was a beautiful one too. But yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.